Mark Rogers TV with some SEC quarterback talk this time around. Let's start with the rookie rock star, Johnny Manziel of Texas A&M. We highlighted Johnny Football's performances against Arkansas and Louisiana Tech in particular in those games. Incredibly, the redshirt freshman set SEC yardage records, total offensive records, with 557 against Arkansas, then 576 against Louisiana Tech. Now let's look at the downside after a 24-19 loss to LSU, a game in which the Aggies led 12-0. Johnny Manziel completed 51% of his passes, 29 of 56, no touchdowns, 3 picks. Rushing the football, 27 yards on 17 attempts. Contrast those numbers to what he had been doing. 24 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's 24 rushing and throwing touchdowns to 3 coming into the game. He had a 0-3 ratio against LSU. And again, those 27 rushing yards coming in. He had 600 plus yards rushing in 5 games against SEC foes for the most part and Louisiana Tech. What's it all mean? Well, it means that Johnny Manziel faced one of the best defenses in the country in LSU. We know about the Tigers. We talk about them all the time. They're fast, they're nasty, they're athletic, they're full of NFL players. Johnny Manziel simply ran into a great defense, much like he did in the SEC opener against Florida. He played very well. He did not throw an interception in that game, but he was shut out in the second half against the Gators. Likewise, pretty much shut out against the Tigers coming down the stretch, a game, again, in which A&M led 12-0, blew it, and lost 24-19. Again, though, A&M playing very well against the SEC elite, first against Florida, now against LSU. I know Kevin Sumlin not into moral victories, but he kind of gets one here against the LSU Tigers. So Johnny Football learns a lesson against LSU. I'm sure he will rebound in the coming weeks. He's got 2 really tough ones coming up against Mississippi State and Alabama once he goes on the road this week against Auburn. Now on to the Tennessee situation. After a 44-13 loss to Alabama, the number 1 team in the nation, on Saturday, head coach Derek Dooley had this to say about his starting quarterback, Tyler Bray, who threw 2 picks against the Tide and has 9 on the season to lead the SEC. He said, if he's loose with the football, he's coming out, and we're going to go with Justin Worley, the backup quarterback. That's the way it is. We can't beat these teams turning the ball over. We serve them up. That's what we do. And then in response to Bray not coming out to talk to the media, Dooley said, I was very disappointed, and I told him that. I have no defense for that kind of behavior. He's the quarterback, and there's a level of responsibility to the team, to the fans, to the media. If you don't like it, don't play quarterback. That's unacceptable in our program. So man up. Bray had a response of his own, and he did own up to those statements, didn't try to defend himself. He said he should have owned up in talking to the media. And Bray said about the turnovers, he's going to have to relax and make smart decisions. That's the bad. Let's get to the good. Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray, SEC Offensive Player of the Week, and the Georgia Bulldogs needed everything Murray gave them in a 29-24 win over Kentucky in avoiding disaster in Lexington. Murray, 30 of 38, 427 in yardage, 4 touchdowns, no picks. That's a personal high in yardage, personal high in touchdown passes with 4, and in the process, 75 touchdown passes for Aaron Murray breaks the all-time Georgia record set by David Green. Murray facing possibly the biggest game of his life coming up against number 2 Florida this Saturday. That's the SEC. That's some quarterback talk for you. Would love to hear what you think and what you have to say on the SEC and college football on Mark Rogers TV.